Harlem Tax Service, and today we're learning how to use Wave Accounting. As you can see, Wave Accounting is a free accounting system for small businesses, and I recommend that you use this system if you don't have any inventory to keep track of. And I'm going to show you how to set it up, a basic setup. So you'll go to my.waveapps.com and you'll set it up, and you'll see the screen right here. You'll go to need an account. You say yes. You're going to sign up right now, and you're going to put in your email address. You're going to put a password in, one that you can remember. You're going to name your business. And you're going to tell it what does your business do, because they will give different accounting setups based on the choices that you pick. I'm going to say I'm just going to be customer service and support. It's very optional if you want to receive special offers for your business. You can check it or you don't, but that's okay. And you're going to go to Let's Go. All right, it says welcome Rockstar. There are 3 things that you can do. If you have employees, you can go and click pay your employees. You can organize your finances or get paid for your work. What I love about Wave Accounting is that you can send invoices and get paid at the same time, and the money will go into your bank account the very next day. It's just 2.9% plus 30 cents for every transaction that gets paid through Wave. This is how you set it up for Wave Accounting. If you know your brand, so if you know the hex code of your brand, you can put it in here. And then you could drop your logo here. That way your logos will be on every invoice that you sent out. Let's try that again. All right, so that's my pretend logo. And everything looks great except for my hex code. I'm going to change that back over again, and that's my brand. You're going to say looks good, looks great, and move on. So for every invoice that you send out, this is what exactly it will look like. Don't forget to add your business information. So we'll go here and update our address. And you can put your phone number if you want on here as well, and your website. This is always free marketing. Make sure your address, your phone number, your fax machine, and your website is on every invoices, because this is how you'll actually market as well. You'll add your customer. And make sure you collect the email address, because this is where you're going to be actually sending your invoice. You're going to enter the item. And the price, as you can see, it automatically go. And always write notes. Always thank your customers. And you're going to go save and continue. And this is what the invoice will look like. If everything is good, you'll go approve draft. Then click send invoice and drop a note. and you go click send. It's that easy. All right, and your invoice has been sent. And you can set it up for reminders. You can say, I want to schedule a reminder 7 days or 3 days. I do 3 days after for all my invoices. Now you're going to go back to the dashboard. And this is another thing too, that you can actually download the invoicing app at the App Store as well. Refresh to go back to our dashboard. And as you can see, this is the screen that you will always see when you log in for Wave Accounting. And as you can see, that our financial snapshot is here. We know our income and expenses right through our eyes. We know what's coming and what's due. Payable and owing. Payable is invoices payable to you, i.e. accounts receivable. Bills you owe are accounts payable. That means it's paying out. Receivable, paying to you. Payable is paying out. You can see how much your net income is for the year versus the last year. You can see roughly how much is your expenses percentage of which your breakdown. It's very important that you will connect your bank account, because when you connect your bank account, it pulls all your bank statements into Wave Accounting. You'll need to know your sign-in information and what account, and then the next day you'll start seeing every transaction inside of Wave Accounting. Or you can manually upload your bank statements. And how you're going to upload your bank statement? You go here, upload a bank statement. You will go into your bank and your banking site, and it will ask you to download a file. And you're going to always say a CSV file from your bank. And then once that statement is downloaded, you can go here and upload it and put it for what payment account. Now we're going to actually go in and set up all of our accounts to make sure we have exactly what we need for our business. And to do that, we're going to go to Accounting. And we're going to rename all of this stuff right here. So cash on hand, I don't deal with petty cash. Cash on hand is petty cash, and I don't deal with petty cash. So I'm going to just delete it. Okay. We cannot change accounts receivable because that's the invoicing section that we use, and we cannot delete unrealized gain or foreign currency. So if you're doing business in another country and you want them to pay in their currency and then transfer it back into United States dollars, it will actually do it for you. So I'm going to go ahead and add my account now for my assets, which is my bank account, and I'm going to actually call it a checking account. And this is my operating account. My operating account is when all bills gets paid for the organization. And you're going to say save. And now you see my operating account is there. I'm going to go to my liabilities and credit cards. Remember, accounts payable is what you're paying out. Unrealized loss on foreign currency, that is when you have another customer in another state and you convert it. If you lose money on that conversion, it will automatically show up right there. all sales. And sales, I have multiple streams of my business, so I just don't want to name it sales. I'm going to actually rename this and go consulting, because I want to know where all of my money is coming for each avenue of my business. So I do consulting, and I also do bookkeeping and tax preparation. So all of that is going to be separated. Go to income, and I'm going to go sales and product services. See, as you can see, advertising sales, banquet sales, catering sales, food sales, you name it. And I don't see it here. So I'm going to go to other products and services. And I'm going to name it tax preparation. And then I'm going to save. And then I'm going to go back and add the bookkeeping. The same process. Income, professional services. Oh, it's there. Perfect. And click on bookkeeping services. Save. So now I can keep track of all the income that coming in my business, and I can see what side of the business is actually making money and what side of it is not. I'm going to check my expenses and make sure the expense account is correct, and I see it is, because I use every last expenses that's here. If you know that you're going to, it's the same thing to add expenses, we go back to added account. If you see an expense that's not there, you go to the expense side. You can do, cost of goods, and then you can do merchant account fees or subcontractor fees. That's if you have a merchant account taking credit cards outside of Wave. We're going to go to expenses. We're going to go to fees and charges, and you can, as you can see, you can take off your business license and permits and your dues and subscriptions. So let's go back. All right. So dues and subscriptions is not there, and I'm going to add it because I do pay dues to an organization. I belong to NATP, so I'm going to write that off on there. All right, so I add that to my account, and now I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and this time I'm going to show you how to manually add all your transactions and how to get them verified. So we always will go to transactions. Once you start importing your bank statements into Wave Accounting, every transaction you do will be actually in the transaction side. So I'm going to add my income. You go here to add income. You'll put the date of the actual income was made. So this was actually made in the beginning of the month. Your description, I'm going to put individual tax preparation because that's what I got paid for. I'm going to put the pricing that I got paid. I'm going to put it underneath my category, which is tax preparation. And I deposit that into my checking account, as you can see, is right here in operating. That's where the fees got in there. This will need to be highlighted so it can be recorded, and I'm going to easily check it, that's saying that I verified that transaction. Now, when you put your bank, when your bank automatically dumps it in, that is actually going to be like this, unverified. It's not going to be checked. You will need to pull out your bank statement monthly, and you need to reconcile by making sure all the transactions you see on the computer matches the transaction on your bank statement. So I'm going to double check and hit that yeah. Now, you can actually manually add the expense as well. So I'm going to say on the 19th, I paid NATP and I paid them $100, and that's going to be from the dues. And that came out of my operating account, and then that's check. That's all it is to it. Monkey science is very easy. This is why I recommend this to every small business owner, no matter if you're making $1 all the way up to $500,000, because it is a nice, easy system to use to make sure you're tracking your money that's coming in and out of your business. You can also add people to your account as well. So go to your profile. Say, for instance, if you have a bookkeeper that you want to give them access to, you can. If you want your accountant to be able to look at it and make sure things are correct, you can. And how would you do that is you're going to go to accounting. You're going to go to settings. And you're going to go all the way down to guest collaborators. And you're going to tell them exactly what they have access to. So how you add a collaborator, you put their name in there, you put their email address, and say, for instance, you have a bookkeeper and you want them to be able to edit. You can go view only. They only can view your information. They can't do nothing else. You can do view and edit. They can view and change your information. So for instance, you thought that you went out to a business luncheon, right? And you forgot to mark that it was a business meeting, and you just put it underneath mails. Your collaborator will be able to change that. And you can have them do view, edit, and send. This is if your bookkeeper is keeping track of your accounts receivables and notice that you haven't got paid on an invoice. They can send that invoice on your behalf using your email address. You'll write your message, hey bookkeeper, this is my accounting system. Thanks. Or you can write any message that you want. You go save, and they will automatically get an email. Say, for instance, you can export as well. This is all your accounting data. This is your complete list of every transaction you did for your business. And you can either Excel in a CSV or an Excel. This is make it so easy that you can actually take your information and go to QuickBooks once you're making that much money. You can also scan your receipts. This is what I love, so love, so love. You don't have to keep track of your receipts anymore, because guess what? If you go to the Google App Play Store, you go to the Apple Store, you can download the app, you can take a picture of the receipt, and it will automatically get right here into Wave Accounting. So at the end of the year, you want to get all your receipts together. Your accountant and your bookkeeper need all your receipts to verify that this is the transactions you made. You can email them to yourself at receipts@waveapps.com, or you can use the app, and all your receipts will be here. They will be actually with the date, with the merchant, what type of category it was, where the money come from, the source, and the total. This is what I love about Wave. They make it very easy for you to have a bookkeeping system for your business. There should be no reason why a small business owner does not have a bookkeeping system, especially when Wave is free, and this is the system you need to keep track of your money. And this is pretty much it of getting started with Wave accounting. This is day 19, a part of my 31 days to a better bookkeeping system. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you get on Wave apps. I'll see you there. If you need any bookkeeping or tax preparation, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I can be reached at tmac@eastharlemtax.com, or you can give me a call, 646-504-6961. Thanks and have a great day.